Hi, welcome to Fourth Form Yoga. Today we're going to be doing a mobility warm-up yoga sequence for athletes. Today I am joined with Eric Levine, who is a professional goalie for the Peoria Rivermen. For your practice today, all you're going to need is a yoga mat and a little bit of space. So once you have your mat set up with the long edge of your mat facing forward towards us over here at the screen, go ahead and stand right in the center of your mat and bring your legs to touch. Lean your weight back slightly towards your heels and take your eyes forward. Reach your arms out in front of you. Make a soft fist with your hand position. Close your fingers into your palms. Take a quarter bend into your knees. Bend your knees just 25%. And then steady your gaze. Steady the concentration of your eyes forward and maintain the game face or the Shavasana face, the calm and confident demeanor. Keep your right foot down on the ground and lift your left foot out in front of you. Start to straighten your left leg and lift your leg up just a little bit. Dorsiflex out through your ankle. Stretch your left heel away and curl your toes up towards you. Now maintain that dorsiflexion and then slowly begin to take your leg out to your left. As you do, internally rotate your leg. Turn your toes forward and lift up a little bit higher with the outer part of your ankle. Keep your foot up off the ground the entire time, and I'll start to sweep your leg behind you as you take your arms a little bit wider. And now once your arms are behind you, plantar flex your foot. Point out through your left toes. Without letting your foot touch, start to sweep your left leg over to your right as far as you can, stretching your toes over to your right. Keep the plantar flexion. Now slowly move in reverse, pointing your toes, reach your leg behind you. Start to bring your arms straight out in front of you. Dorsiflex, curl your toes up towards your knee. Take your leg out to the side and then roll it back out in front of you to where we started and pause. Keep your foot off the ground. And now let's do this 3 more times, smooth and steady at your own rate. Follow your breath and start now. Maintain the soft gaze forward. Keep your tongue relaxed. And remember to breathe the whole time through. Let the nature of your breath deepen your ability to move, to grow, and to recover. Continue here at your pace, taking your time. Finish up all 4 rounds. And then hold at the end. Hold at the end. Once you finish that 4th round, come to a one-legged mountain pose. Start to straighten your right leg, bend your left knee up, and take your arms up towards the sky. Keep your left knee lifting as high as you can and start to circle out your foot in one direction or the other. Slow it down. Move your foot the opposite direction. Slow down the movement of your foot and place your left foot down. Take your arms out in front of you. Quarter bend your knees. Keep your left foot down. Take your right foot up out in front of you. Keep your foot up off the floor. Dorsiflex, stretch out through your heel, curl your toes up. Begin to take your right leg out to the right, internally rotate at your hips so your toes point forward as you take your leg out to the side. As you reach your leg behind you, point your toes, take your arms a little bit wider, a little bit wider. Now start to stretch your right toes over to your left as far as you can without knocking yourself over. And then slowly come back in reverse, making those circular movements through your hip while using and utilizing the ankle dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. Now do this 3 more rounds on your own and hold after that last round. Remember to follow your breath. Take your time. And especially with balance, the steady gaze, the steady focus is crucial for sustained balance, being able to hold this on one leg for a little bit longer than we might be used to holding our body on one leg. Almost there. Make sure you take your time and you do your best through all 4 rounds. Once you've completed that 4th round, come to one-legged mountain pose. Stand up tall on your left leg, straighten your leg and bend your right knee up. Take both arms up high. Start to circle out your foot. And then move the opposite direction. Slow it down. Lower both feet down and relax. Both arms alongside your body. Okay, take your hands to your hips. And then tiptoe your feet out as wide as you can go. As wide as you can go. Without feeling like you're going to slip or pull or injure anything in your inner leg, inner hip area. And start with a little internal rotation. Turn your toes in slightly. Press down through the outer edges of your heels. Look straight forward. Lean your way back just a bit. Inhale your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. And place your hands down directly under your shoulders. Pull your heart forward. Pause here for a moment. Moving slowly, start to quarter turn to your right. Turn all of your toes towards the short end of your mat and keep both hands inside your right foot. Tiptoe your right foot out towards the edge of your mat a little bit. Look forward on the floor. Firm your back leg. Dynamic lizard. Start to circle your hips in one direction or the other. Smooth, fluid, organic movements. Keep a soft face, steady breath. Slow it down and then start to work the opposite direction. Slow it down and pause. Gently lower your left knee down to the ground. Then pivoting off your left knee, swing your left ankle over to your right so that your left toes are pointing to the right. Once you bring that shin down, pause. Place your right hand down on the ground. Start to stretch your left arm forward and then turn your heart up to your left any amount. Once you've turned your ribs as much as you can, pause here just for a second. Press your right arm into your leg to help open your inner leg, inner groin area. And now stretch your left arm straight up towards the ceiling, straight up towards the sky, so that your arms are perpendicular with the floor. Pull your heart forward, pull your arms back, and now slowly reach your left arm out in the direction of your heart, over to your left. Slowly bring your left hand back down near your right without touching the floor. And then do this 3 more times. Stretch your left arm forward, roll your heart up, take your arm up, and then to finish it off, take your left arm out to the left in the direction of your heart, swinging it back into the center position, and repeat 2 more times on your own pace with your breath, just allowing this fluid, organic movement to enter into your body. At the end of your last rep, place your left palm down. Pivot off your left knee and swing your foot back behind you. Tuck your toes under and lift your left knee up. 180-degree turn over to your left. Walk your hands all the way up to the inside of your left foot. Pivot up to the ball mounds of your right foot. Dynamic lizard here on the other side. Look forward on the floor. Start to circle out your hips. Remember to breathe. Slow it down and work the opposite direction. Slow down your movement. Gently lower your right knee down to the floor.
pivot off your right knee and swing your toes over to your left. Bring your shin bone down to the ground. Keep your left hand planted, look forward on the floor. Start to stretch your right arm forward out in front of you. Turn your heart up to your right. Once your gaze is turning over to the right, stretch your arm up towards the sky. Pull your heart forward, roll both of your shoulders back, and then start to stretch your fingers out and over to your right as you roll your arm back to the neutral position. Bring your right wrist near your left wrist without your hand touching the ground. And we'll repeat this circular movement with the shoulder 3 more times. Reach forward, roll your heart up, stretch your arm up, take your arm out in front, loop it back down to the neutral. Continue here. 2 more rounds, your own pace, your own breath. And at the end of your 4th round, place both hands down. Pivot off your right knee. Tuck your toes behind you. Lift your knee, quarter turn to your right. Setting up for a wide-legged forward fold position. Have your legs wide, your feet wide. Turn your toes in slightly. Place your hands down with your wrists under your shoulders. Look forward on the floor. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Press your hips back. Exhale, fold down. Relax your skull. Pause here for just a few rounds of breath. Firm your legs, stretch your heels down, and gently move your head side to side, up and down. And slow it down. Take your hands to your hips, firm your legs, and lift all the way back up into that center position. Awesome. Tiptoe your feet in towards one another, maybe just 1 or 2 inches. Not too much closer. Good. Take your arms out wide to the side, shoulder level, and take the thumbs up mudra, the Prakriti mudra, right? Nature mudra. So curl your fingers and stick your thumbs out as far as you can go. And press your knuckles away, soften your shoulder blades down. Start by internally rotating your left arm so that your left thumb points down. And then bend at your elbow and pull your hand behind you in between your shoulder blades and pause. Now start to bend at your right elbow, take your arm behind you, and then see if you can pull your thumbs in towards one another as far as you can. See if you can get them to touch without binding your hands, without using your shirt to help you. And make sure you don't move your head, but just do your best to use your shoulder strength, shoulder mobility. Pull your thumbs tips together as far as you can. Okay, now slowly begin to pivot over to your right, and then bend forward into your right knee. Come up to the ball-mounds of your left foot, like an extended lunge position. Lunging in the legs, pull your heart forward. And now slowly stretch both arms back in space and externally rotate your arms so that your thumbs point out to the sides. Pull your heart open, pull your heart forward. Pressing through your right foot, slowly come back up to center as you quarter turn your chest to your left. Reach your left arm up, your right arm behind. Then again, bend at your arm. See if you can pull your thumbs together into the cow face pose, variation with the arms. Now slowly pivot over to your left. And then begin to lunge into your left leg. Tip your chest forward. Extended lunge position. Once you arrive there, burst your heart forward. Start to stretch both arms back in space. Externally rotate. Turn your thumbs out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's do this 3 more rounds on each side. Slowly come back up to center. As you do, take your right arm up and behind. Take your left arm down and behind. Pull your thumbs together. Begin to turn and twist or rotate over to your right, lunge into your right leg. Once you have the extended lunge, then reach both arms back, externally rotate, turn your thumbs out, burst your heart forward. Start to come back up to center. As you do, take your left arm up and behind your head, right arm behind your heart, pull your thumbs together. Pivot and turn over to your left, tip forward into the extended lunge. Once you get there, take both arms back and externally rotate. Okay, 2 more rounds on each side. Continue here on your own. You can look over here towards us on the screen if you need assistance with the demo. And begin. Whatever side you're working into, that's the arm that goes up to initiate the rep. Take time, you have time. Remember to breathe through every piece, every bit of each motion, each rep. Give all of your attention, all of your effort with complete breath awareness. Almost there. Stick with it. And then as you finish this up and come back to neutral, you can keep both arms down and then relax your hands. Go ahead and tiptoe your feet in just a little bit closer so that your feet are just a bit wider than hip width distance here. Turn your heels and your toes out. Take your arms out in front of you, palms down, spread your fingers out wide. And slowly squat down into Malasana, squat pose. Sink down into your hips as low as you're able to go today. And then pause at your edge, gaze straight forward. Take your heart, pull it forward and up. Soften your jaw, your tongue, your face. Now start with your left hand. Bring your left wrist into wrist extension. Wrist extension. Curl your left fingers up. And then bring your right wrist into wrist flexion. Point your fingers down. But your wrists, they're at the same height. And then switch out the flexion extension. Flex at your left hand, point fingers down. Extend with your right wrist, point your fingers up. And then do that a few more rounds on your own. Switch the flexion and extension of your wrist between right and left. Keep your knees rolling out to the side as you do this. Breathe in and out through your nose. Keep your mouth closed, soft connection between your lips. And then slow it down with both of your wrists in extension, pressing your palms out in front of you. Slowly lift your hips up just a couple inches so now your hips are at the same level as your knees. Stretch your arms out wide and pull your heart forward. Hips back, knees back, heart forward, fingers pointing up. Pull your fingers up, pull your shoulders back in space. Now keep the extension at your wrists and then internally and externally rotate from the head of your arm bones, from your shoulders so that your fingers roll down and then up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together the entire time. Keep your heart going forward, your knees rolling back. Just a few more rounds. And slow it down. Inhale, stand, straighten your legs, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, gaze straight forward. Close your eyes and take a moment to pause and observe. With your eyes closed, stand tall, stand well, but also soft, at ease in your position, and connect to your breath. Before you move on into the rest of your day, into your practice, take some time here to slow down and connect inward. Breathe naturally in and out through your nose. Take some time and just follow 10 breaths all the way in, all the way out. After your 10th exhale, as you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and continue into the rest of your day, the rest of your practice. Take some time, take 10 breaths before you move forward. Thank you so much for joining us today for this yoga practice. Namaste.